Betrayal. That's a word we don't like to hear. We don't like to associate it with our lives. We don't like it to be a part of our life in any way. Betrayal. It's an ugly word. And so many times we use it when we discuss failed relationships or failed friendships. We talk about how they betrayed us, or in some instances, how we betrayed them. Question I really want to talk about today is, how are we supposed to handle betrayal? You know, so many times in those situations, we want to handle it with conflict and we want to fight out and scream at people and yell at people, and that's not the right way. But also, one of the ways that we like to handle betrayal is we just like to distance ourselves and remove ourselves from the situation. I don't know if that's always right either. That seems to be the way I handle betrayal in a lot of cases, and not even betrayal. Sometimes it's just a small disagreement or argument. I find myself just distancing myself from the people that I care about, and the truth is, the more distance there is, the easier it is not to care, and sometimes it gets to the point where you don't even have that relationship or that friendship anymore, and I am positive that is not the right way to handle betrayal or conflict or disagreement. But a lot of times that is my go-to. I think if we look at Jesus, we really learn how we should handle betrayal. Jesus spent 3 years walking around with 12 guys, teaching them, performing miracles in front of them, and small talk with them and hanging out with them. And all 12 of those guys would betray him, would deny him, would run away from him in his time of need. How did Jesus handle that? Did he distance himself? No. Jesus invited them into a room, had them a dinner prepared, got on his knees and washed their feet, and he had conversation with them. All 12 of the disciples. He talked to them. He loved them, even though he knew in the next few minutes they would betray him. Would we do that? No. That's all Jesus being all God. We can't handle that. We can't be that way. Or can we? Proverbs 17:17 says a friend loves at all times. Do we always love like that? Do I always love like that? New year coming up, 2018. What's my biggest resolution? I want to be a friend like Jesus. I want to love at all times. I don't want to have a silly disagreement cause me to make a large distance between my friends, a distance that eventually leads to not even having a friendship. I don't want to be that anymore, no matter if I'm wrong or if they're wrong. And in most situations, both of us are probably wrong, but no matter. I want to handle it like Jesus would handle it. Not in conflict and not in strife and not in social media bashing, but also not in distance and absence and leaving their lives. I want to love the way Jesus loved his friends. Even in their last minutes when he knew they were going to betray him and deny him, he still loved them. That's friendship. And friendship is stronger than any betrayal.